As what I mentioned earlier, it is a sunnah you need to do i'tikaf. So i'tikaf, there are conditions. Number one, he said, staying with the intention of spiritual retreat. So there must be intention. We enter the mosque and we say, Nawaitul i'tikaf fi hadha al-masjid lillahi ta'ala. I make the intention of i'tikaf in this mosque for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number two, a person must be Muslim, sane, conscious. Muslim, sane, mentally sane, conscious, not unconscious, and free from major ritual impurity. Free from menstruation, free from postnatal bleeding, and janaba. It must be done in a mosque. I'tikaf cannot be done in the house, or cannot be done in the center. The center for religious worship and so on. So it has to be done in a mosque, and there are conditions for mosque that it must be waqaf, mawquf. Then only our i'tikaf will be valid. And then lastly, we will talk about Zakatul Fitrah before we stop for our Q&A, inshallah ta'ala. Number one, he mentioned here, the Zakat of Eidul Fitr is obligatory for every free Muslim. Why did he say a free Muslim? Because Zakatul Fitrah is not compulsory for the slave. The Muslim who is a slave. So free Muslim meaning those who are not slaves. Provided that one has a necessity amount. So in in Islam, when we talk about Zakatul Fitrah, we say one sa' of rice or flour. So one sa' it is about more than 2 kilo. 700 grams you times 4 is about 2.8 kilograms or lesser than that. So it is compulsory upon every Muslim to pay this amount of food as Zakatul Fitrah. And that on the night before the Eid, on the Eid itself, this is in excess of what one needs to feed oneself and those whom one is obliged to support what one needs to clothe them. So we say that Zakat Fitrah is compulsory for every Muslim who is sane, conscious, but at the same time also, he must be able to pay the Zakatul Fitrah. If a person doesn't have enough money for himself, and he doesn't have enough money for those who are under him to spend on the day of Eid, then Zakatul Fitrah is not compulsory upon him. If a person doesn't have any excess money to buy clothes for himself or for family members, to buy food for himself and for his family members during the day of Eid, the first day of Eid, then Zakatul Fitrah is not compulsory upon. Zakatul Fitrah is not compulsory upon him. The time of the compulsion of Zakatul Fitrah is the sunset of the first of Shawwal. The month of Ramadan, the compulsion of Zakatul Fitrah has not come in. So that is why the Fuqaha they mentioned that if a person is unable to buy food and clothing for himself on the first day of Shawwal, meaning after the sunset of the first day of Shawwal, then Zakatul Fitrah is not compulsory upon him. Zakatul Fitrah is not compulsory upon him. But if he has excess, after food for himself and clothing for himself and for his family members, then only he start by paying for himself. And then if there is excess, then he pays for the family members that are under him. This is what he said. So he said this is in excess of what one needs to feed himself and those whom one is obliged to support when one needs to clothe them, and in excess of one's debt and housing expenses. If one's excess amounts to only part of the required zakat, one must pay as much as of it one has. Meaning nowadays if you pay Zakatul Fitrah it's about $6. So if a person doesn't have enough money to pay Zakatul Fitrah, but he has only have $3 in excess of what he needs for food and clothing, $3 in excess, compulsory upon him to pay $3. So what is excess? He pays, even he doesn't meet any the requirement. Paying the zakat of Eid al-Fitri for one's dependents. Someone obliged to pay the zakat Eid al-Fitri must also pay for every person he is obliged to support. So if you are married, it is compulsory upon the husband to pay the zakat fitrah any of the wife. If a person has children, it is upon the husband and need to pay zakat fitrah any on behalf of any of his for his children. Because these are the people who are under his dependency. If a person has parents and who are old and unable to work, then it is compulsory upon the children to pay the zakat fitrah any for the parents. So when a person has the ability to pay zakat fitrah, excess of money that he has, then he has to pay zakat fitrah any for himself and also for his dependents. If one is obliged to pay zakat Eid al-Fitri but only one has enough to pay part of it, then one begins by paying one's own. If a person just has any $3 in excess, then he pays any for himself first. And then once his wife, then young child, mother, and one's adult son without an income. Pertaining any to adult son, it is not compulsory upon the parents and need to pay zakat al-fitrah for the adult son if he has reached puberty. But if the parents and he paid for their children, those and who has reached any puberty, it is permissible and is valid. But it is not compulsory. It is not compulsory because those and who has reached puberty, they have to pay zakat al-fitrah for themselves. They have to pay zakat al-fitrah for themselves. But usually in our country, the parents are the ones who pay zakat al-fitrah for their children, even if the children has reached 16, 17 years of age. It is valid, but it is not compulsory. And the parents must ask permission from them. Must ask permission from them. Because the compulsion is upon them, not upon the parents. So when the compulsion is upon them, you have to ask them for permission that you are paying for them. If you do not ask permission, the zakat fitrah is not valid. So this is the thing that we have to take on. For those who are paying on behalf of their children who have reached 20 years of age, 25 years of age, you can only pay for them when you have asked for their permission. Because they are not your dependents. They are able to work. What you call it, the definition in film. A wealthy woman married to a man too poor to pay her zakat fitrah is not obliged to pay her own. So imagine a woman married a man who is poor, but the woman is wealthy. So the man is unable to pay zakat fitrah for her because the man is too poor. Is it compulsory upon her to pay zakat fitrah on herself? Not compulsory, because the compulsion is on the husband. The compulsion is on the husband. The husband is the one who is paying for her. So when the husband is unable to pay, there is no compulsion. But it is up to her whether she wants to pay for herself. If she wants to pay for herself, then it is something which is permissible, but not compulsory. Number 5, the zakat Eid al-Fitri becomes obligatory when the sun sets the night before Eid. This is the thing that you must understand. The time for zakat al-fitrah, the compulsion of zakat al-fitrah is upon sunset on the first day of Shawwal, not Ramadan, first day of Shawwal. But it is permissible if you want to pay zakat al-fitrah in the month of Ramadan. But the best time to pay zakat al-fitrah, when is the best time? Now this is the thing that you have to take note. Because a lot of us in this country, usually we do not do this. The best time to pay zakat al-fitrah is before you go out to pray the Eid prayers in the morning. The best time to pay zakat al-fitrah is before you go out, is before you perform any of the Eid prayers. So usually what time you perform Eid prayers? 8 a.m. or 8:15 a.m. If you are able to pay zakat al-fitrah before that, on your way to the masjid, that is the best. But the problem is, in our country, most of you pay to these mosques and the counters and in the mosques. So they have a holiday that day. You go to the mosque and you will not find anyone opening this zakat al-fitrah booth. But there is something important that you have to understand. When zakat al-fitrah is concerned, you can pay zakat al-fitrah to whomever you wishes, provided that person is poor. You see, there are people who do not understand this. You see, there are a few times in the mosque, in the Khalid mosque, based on our experience, yearly experience. After prayers, someone comes and say, I forgot to pay zakat al-fitrah. Every year there must be people who, forget. For your information. After prayers, they will come. And they will say, please, is there anyone that can accept any my zakat al-fitrah? So I just tell them, See, all our counters are closed. But it doesn't mean that the counters are closed and you cannot pay Zakat al-Fitrah. You see, paying Zakat al-Fitrah is so easy. How many poor people you have in Singapore? You know, if you go to Geylang, how many poor people you can find? Poor people are everywhere, everywhere. So you can just pay your Zakat al-Fitrah. You see any poor person, make the intention that you are paying Zakat al-Fitrah, just give the money to him. The most important thing is your intention that I'm using this money to pay Zakat al-Fitrah for me and for those who are under me. Khalas, and you give that person any money. So let's say one person Zakat al-Fitrah $7. So you are paying for 3% or 4%, $28. So $28 and you find a poor person, you give to him. So in order for us to get the sunnah on the way to the masjid, but you must plan first. Who to meet? You know that your neighbor is miskin or fakir, or your friend is miskin. You have a friend who is poor, can receive zakat, so you can pass to him. Or if you are afraid that you cannot find people in the morning, what you do is the night before. So what I do usually the night before to play safe, because sometimes in the morning problem, because people sometimes we are rushing and so on, because night of Eid al-Fitr usually we sleep late and so on. So sometimes we rush into the mosque, so we are afraid that we might not find anyone, becomes a problem after that. So to play safe, usually what I do is the night before Eid al-Fitr, I will find my neighbors who are poor and I will give any money to them, or I buy some rice and give. Personally, I will give to them. So in order for you to get the sunnah, this is one of the ways that you can do. Wallahu alam bis sawab. Tayyib. What type of food must be given? Now it all goes back into staple food. In our country, staple food is rice. So based on rice, we can give money or you can give rice. You want to give rice, can. You want to give money, also can. But the prevailing judgment in our mazhab Imam Shafi that you cannot give money, that you have to give rice. But of course, we follow the opinion of Imam Abu Hanifa because of circumstances that we are living today. You see, today if you meet a poor person, what do you think? You ask him, you want money or rice? What will be his answer? A poor person today, he will prefer money. Because today we are living in a situation, people have to pay bills. People have handphone bills, utilities bills. People are in need of money any more than in need of what you call it, this kind of food, because this kind of food is a plenty that he can get. So this is alhamdulillah, we have reached to the end, mashallah, 12:59. Just nice. So I think we will stop for a while. There are some people ask a few questions based on our email, based on the registration form. There are a few questions here, but I will give preference